Welcome to Brian's Action Figure Reviews, and today we've got another pop culture interview. Today's guest is a friend of mine, friend in real life, not on the internet for once. Friend of mine that I've known a good few years now. We've worked together on a lot of projects. His name is Mikey Casey. He's an actor, a director, a writer, and he does lots of other things too. And the first time I met him, I was Alfred the Butler, imagine, from Batman. So yeah, let's get on to the interview and I'll stop talking for now. Welcome back everyone to Brian's Action Figure Reviews. And today we've got another pop culture interview, and yeah, it's Spider-Man. Is that Spider-Man under the mask?
That's the crack. How you doing?
So yeah, this is Mikey Casey. He's an actor and amongst many other talents. So Mikey, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, man.
So you can start by telling us what your many talents are.
None really, to be honest. I suppose I'm an actor. I'm a writer. I hate saying this stuff because it's like I'm not like. I'm a huge nerd, which I definitely am. And yeah, I suppose like I'm big into filmmaking, big into theater. I love writing. Just general hooligan, I suppose, in the arts. I kind of I don't know. I've just finished 4 years of studying theater, so I've kind of become this weird, almost like Swiss Army knife of just I can do so much pointless shit. That's
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah. And yeah, then of course as well I'm a volunteer Spider-Man as well. Part-time superhero, which is great.
We'll chat about that in a while. So myself and you, we go way back.
Oh yeah.
In the old acting thing. Was it? Where did New York go?
Back to normal. I have a little setup with a few things back there.
So was it the Batman Superman spoof was our first thing, or was there something else before that? I was racking my brain a while ago.
I know we met in Scare Factory. How we met working that job, which was great fun, scaring people. And then
telling little children you were going to get them at night.
Scary clown and stuff. And then was it? What did we do then? We either did
I think it was the
Superman spoof, or else it was Dan O'Malley's film.
No, that was definitely afterwards. It was the
spoof. It was first. So.
A nice little connection for you. I had someone on the show the other day who was also he was there for the Batman spoof. Jay McKeown.
Oh yeah! Oh, brilliant!
So he's doing Team Emerald cosplay at the moment. So we had those guys on.
Oh man, his suits are mad. Like, is it? I saw the Endgame Iron Man he did, and like I was looking at my Spider-Man suit, and I was like, "You're nothing. Like, you're useless."
So what I was going to ask you next was, we did a project together. You directed your first feature film at age 18.
I did.
Tell us about that. That is something else, like.
Yeah, so it was results night, which was nearly 2 hours long. It was a coming of age comedy, and an action movie and a gangster movie. I think basically what happened is I just kind of picked all my favorite movies and was like, I'm going to do all of this at once. And it was a fantastic project. We had so many people working on it, like, it was crazy. I was actually thinking about it there. It's like one of my favorite moments ever on a film set, because it showed like how, because no one was being paid for results night, because it was a bunch of me and my mates were just trying to make a film, and then it just got way too out of hand and way too big. But it was one of my favorite moments on any film set. Was we were filming like the big final battle of results night inside this big dingy old warehouse where we filmed many movies together, you and me. But I remember our lights went out of battery and we didn't have, like, we were shooting really late, so all the shops would have been closed. And one of the actors who we were filming with was like literally going on holidays the next day. So we were like, crap, we need to get the movie done. But it was just one of my favorite moments because I remember like no one even said anything. Just when the lights went out, suddenly everyone just took out their phones and put the flashlights on. And no one said anything, just everyone created a light so we could get the scene done. And it's like, to this day, it's just one of my favorite moments because like everyone just banded together. Like, you know, I never even was like, oh shit, the light went out. Just the light went out. And Olivia O'Malley, who was on lights, instantly just pulled out her phone. And then everyone else just pulled out their phones. And it was just this really lovely moment of everyone coming together. And yeah, that movie was insane. Yeah, the full thing's on Facebook. There's a lot of bad language in it.
Yeah, fuck. We all do bad language.
Yeah.
We all love that stuff.
There's a lot of jokes in it, which looking back now, after nearly 4 years.
Jesus, wow.
Looking back now, there are some jokes which it's like, I wouldn't go making those jokes now. But at the same time, you know, it shows how we were back then, you know, kind of young.
The world has definitely got more snowflakey.
Not even that, just like, you know, I think there are bits in it where even when I was rewatching, I was like, I went a bit too far. You know, I was watching, I was like, I don't find that funny anymore. But I find then like all the really stupid jokes, I'm loving them even more. So
this is what happens when there's no one to rein you in, like.
Exactly, yeah.
We were all just saying like, go for it, yeah, do it.
Yeah, we were like, let's do it. Let's not think about anything. Like,
Yeah.
Sure, we were there. There were some days I remember me and Timmy O'Loughlin, who did a load of the stunts on it. He kept coming up to me like, "There's not enough action in the movie," and I was like, "Oh yeah, but it's a stupid coming of age movie." And he was like, "No, but we're making an action movie," and we were literally like writing scenes. Like as we were shooting, Timmy would be behind me writing and stuff. Where he's like, and then my character does a triple backflip, and then Derek was there like, "Can I get like a really emotional crying scene?" And we were like, yes, we'll put it all in.
Put it all in there. And then there was me. Yeah, I want to be more badass. Let's put that in there too.
Yeah, we're like, you want to be the bad guy? Boom, you're the bad guy.
So, moving away from results night, tell us about your other favorite film projects that you've done in the past.
Ooh, that's fun. Well, obviously there was the other huge thing we worked on together, which was the Three Don'ts.
The Three Don'ts.
I love the Three Don'ts, which was this insane film.
And I'm gonna have a picture of you in that.
Oh
that
no!
fucking thing pop up right here.
Yeah, I went full method for that movie, but it didn't work out like Joaquin Phoenix method. It went more like Jared Leto method, like, you know.
Never go Jared Leto.
Never go Jared Leto. Yeah, no, the Three Don'ts was great fun filming that because it was just such it was kind of like results night, and it was very bizarre, and it was kind of anything goes, like, you know. It was kind of, you know, like when Paddy was directing that, he definitely was giving us a lot of free will to just try things out.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, even though there are like characters in the script, you know, we kind of got to like make our characters ourselves, kind of, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Other favorite film projects. The most recent one I was working on, which is called Now, which directed by oh god, this is okay, so like I actually don't know his surname. But that's because like his online name is like a fake name.
Okay.
You know, I just know his first name's Billy, and I'm sorry, Billy, if you're watching this, but I actually never caught his surname because on like he has like a fake name for his social media, which sounds really bad. But and it was written by Sinead Barty, and it was really nice. It was a very like simple kind of script is just a premise of this guy and this girl, and basically it's like they're just after leaving her goodbye party, and she's moving off, she's emigrating, and this guy is being like madly in love with her, and he's just like trying to come up with the courage to tell her, and it's just this it's very like just in the moment kind of a thing. And it's really sweet. It was really nice to film, but it actually sucks because we never got to finish filming it.
Oh, shit.
Because we had 1 weekend after filming to do say like the whole film, spoilers I guess, but the whole film is set like kind of at this park at nighttime. But then it gets to a point where like say they're chatting away and chatting away, and the whole film like it goes throughout the night where it's like they still haven't left, they're still there talking. So we had to get one scene left, which was it was like sunrise. And we would have gotten it done a lot earlier, but just the weather in February was awful. So, and it was just too hard to shoot it. And then when we were finally ready, because the weather was getting better, the whole lockdown thing happened. And unfortunately, I actually don't know if it's going to be finishing or not.
Yeah, I'm in that problem
like,
as well.
Yeah, like I know everyone working on it has other things coming up, and I know as well like Billy, who was directing it, he was doing it for like his FYP. So I think now they just had to change it, or they just had to animate in any things they didn't get done. They just have to put in like what's it called?
Animatics or something like that.
Yeah, the storyboards.
That's the one.
Made a feature film. What are those things called again?
I didn't learn about storyboards till after that.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to be finishing it up, but I really hope we do, because it was a really beautiful script and just very good. But other than that, I don't know. I've kind of had fun on most films I've done, like and I suppose the films I didn't have fun on, I just won't mention them here.
Fair enough. We won't go any further than that. Tell us about your college thing, your college course.
Yeah, so I study. Oh, this is weird. I studied contemporary.
Present tense is fine.
Yeah, contemporary and applied theatre studies. So BA Cats, because it's a Bachelor of Arts degree, and it was a 4-year degree, and it was kind of it was both like it wasn't like an acting degree, but there was a lot of acting in it. It was kind of like theatre in general. So there was like theatre history, there was writing, directing, set design, like prop making, costume making, puppetry, masks, all this kind of stuff. And like honestly, it was a fantastic experience. Like great 4 years. I've learned so much, and it's mad actually. Like when I went into it, I was pure in this mentality, like I want to be an actor. That's all I want to do. I'll be an actor. And now I've left it, and it's like people are like, "Oh, what do I do?" It's like, well, I'm writing a musical, but I don't want to write musicals for a living, and I'm doing a bit of acting, but I don't want to be an actor. It's like you
don't want to be pigeonholed into anything at the moment.
Yeah, it's like it's I got to experience so much stuff that it's like I want to do all of it.
Yeah, you kind of want to throw your hand anywhere now. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Like so, like literally anything that's kind of coming up, even if it's like, oh, we need a guy to get coffee for the assistant to Michael Fassbender, I'll be like, I'll do it, man. Or like it's just great because you just learn so much, and just some really like fun projects you get to do where like say our second year show, we wrote it completely ourselves, and so that was a lot of fun. It was site specific as well, so it wasn't actually on the theatre. We got to do it on the ruins of this old church. So cool. It was so much fun to do. Unfortunately, our final show did get cancelled due to the whole situation.
Oh, you COVID.
Yeah, the Rona that makes you Mona. What can you do? What can you do?
Copyright that shit.
Yeah. Just fantastic. Fantastic 4 years. I'd recommend to anyone if they want to do like not even just theatre or acting, but just anything kind of like creative in general, go for it because you learn so much, and there's as much fun stuff as there is the academic stuff as well. Like I just handed in an 8,000 word essay yesterday, so but I'm done now, and it's
Fine, you wrote a feature film. You wrote it down in 5 minutes.
exactly. I was like, I'm too big for this.
Give me more words.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite comic book character? I think I know the answer anyway.
Yeah. It's kind of obvious. Yeah, it's Spider-Man. I like Batman as well, though. Batman's definitely second favorite, but Spider-Man.
So
Like.
tell us something special you do as Spider-Man.
Yeah. So in 2016, I got Christmas work out in this place called Dreamland, which is run by the Share a Dream Foundation, who are this fantastic charity. Who they're essentially they do the same kind of thing as Make a Wish does,
Yeah.
but it's here in Ireland, and they don't just focus on children with illnesses. They also focus on children with like life-altering disabilities.
Yeah.
And they've set up this fantastic place out in Castle Troy where it's actually Europe's first ever all-inclusive play center. So like it's like you remember like Peter Pan World and stuff like that. It's like that, but there's something for everyone kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And so I was working there in Christmas of 2016, just doing like an Elf in the Santa's Grotto thing, and they had like this really kind of like not great Spider-Man suit upstairs. But there was this one kid coming in who really wanted like to meet Spider-Man. So they were like, "Oh, would you mind doing this?" And I was like, "I actually have my own Spider-Man suit at home." So I came in that, which wasn't better, but it wasn't worse. It definitely wasn't worse than the one they had. It looked a bit more like Spider-Man, and
it was your own sweat, not somebody else's.
Yeah, exactly. So I did that, and then when I did it, I was doing a few cartwheels and stuff, and Shay, who runs Share a Dream, was just like amazed. He was like, "What the hell?" So then they pitched in on getting this custom suit of the Homecoming design, and it fits me like a glove. I'm not wearing it now because it does take a couple of minutes to get into.
I won't ask you to put it on.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like you have to.
I've seen it though. It does look great.
Yeah, like it's a fantastic suit, and then I just I've just done a lot of stuff with them. All voluntary, just done hospital visits, done wishes. I did a Ninja Turtles one as well, which is cool. I got to wear one of those like 80s movie puppet suits where when I move my jaw, the mouth moves. So that was kind of cool. And I've done Batman for them as well. And at the moment, actually, in lockdown, I'm currently making my own Batsuit.
Oh, class.
Because the Batsuit that they had, again, it was like big muscle chest kind of thing. So yeah, and I was looking up Batsuits online, and there, you need to actually be Batman to be able to afford one of those things. So I was like, I'm just gonna get some foam and play around with it, see what I can do.
I had a guy on last week as well. The interview went up, I think, last Monday. He's like yourself. He visits kids in the hospital.
Oh, is he the Clone Trooper Captain America?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that one. I've been watching like all these that you're putting up. I'm loving them, man. Yeah, no, actually, when that guy showed up, I was like, because I saw the thumbnail and I was like, how the hell did Brian get the guy from Kingsman to go on? I was like, what? I was like, looks like Taron Egerton's just like, no, I'm not busy. I'll go on your channel.
He's like a young Captain America, that guy. Okay, so last two questions. Now, as I do action figures, usually these kind of have to be related.
Yeah.
Playing to the crowd. So, what was your favorite toy growing up, if you had one?
Okay, so I had two, and unfortunately, I don't have both of them anymore.
People don't.
Yeah. So I had this little tiger hand puppet, which I stuck with me everywhere. Like this little tiger, I loved it. And the other one I had then, of course, was the Spider-Man. But like he had barely any articulation, you know. He was like a very like kind of just block Spider-Man kind of guy. But I mean, like I was obsessed with this thing. I went everywhere with me, like, and I remember actually there when I was down in my grandparents' house and I was about maybe 5 or 6. They had a big statue of the Virgin Mary up on their windowsill. And my nanny caught me holding Spider-Man and holding the statue. And she was like, no, 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 took it off me, put it back up. And she was like, no, you can't touch that. That's Holy Mary. You can't, she's very important. And I was like, 7-year-old me, right? Had set up for 7-year-old me, whatever age it was. I set up for this lovely moment. And of course, in classic me fashion, I ruined it because I went, I know Mary's your hero, but this is Spider-Man, not Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man, and he's my superhero, right? Really cute moment. And then I had the balls to go, and he's better. And the newspaper.
Went too far.
And also as well, I think I still have it in the attic. I got a Batmobile one year for Christmas.
Oh, sweet.
Batman and Robin could both sit inside it, and yeah, that was great. I love that.
So what I ask everyone on here is, if you could have any action figure by anyone from any franchise, what would it be?
Well,
Dream action figure.
I've been watching a lot of Umbrella Academy lately. So that's very much on my mind. It's like Klaus and Ben. If I could get like a figure of when he like, spoilers, when he like brings back Ben. If there's like a figure thing, statue kind of thing of that, that'd be sweet. Oh, I have this actually, which it's a Batman.
Nice.
And that line, I saw your Harley Quinn video of like it's the artist series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the artist series for New 52 Batman, drawn by Greg
Capullo.
Yeah, Capullo. And what's really cool about this is I met him at Dublin Comic Con and he signed the cape.
Oh wow! What a way to close the show.
Yeah.
Me.
So it's a Capullo Batman signed by him. So yeah, this is probably like
That'd be your prized possession.
Like, I sold a lot of my old figures and stuff. Not this guy. He's staying. I suppose either some kind of Umbrella Academy figure anyway of like Klaus and Ben, or else if I could get like more in this line, that'd be pretty cool. And if I could get them signed as well.
Home savers, Mikey. Home savers.
Yeah, home savers. I remember actually as a kid, I used to hate it when the capes were like plastic like this.
Yeah.
I much preferred when they were like fabric.
Fabric,
yeah. But then I realized why plastic capes come in handy now, because you can get them signed.
So the last thing, as you know, is what I let people do is plug the shit out of yourselves. Tell us where I can find you and all that stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I suppose.
We don't need your home address.
Yeah. If you shine the bat signal in the sky. I don't know. I suppose like if people want to just like the Share a Dream page, maybe donate to that. Also as well, I've done like superhero stuff for this in the past as well. Pieta House, I've done a few fundraisers for them as well. So if people want donate money towards them as well. Other than that, I suppose Results Night is on Facebook.
Yeah, we can drop all the links below anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I don't really have any like YouTube page or anything. I used to, but I don't anymore. But, I just used to put up so much crap that I had to stop myself. So I was like, if I ever try and make it, this will resurface, and I'll be banned.
But, so thanks very much for coming on the show, dude.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Enjoyed the fuck out of that interview.
Thank you.
So we'll leave it there for now. Thanks everyone for watching, if you're watching. We'll see you later, Mikey.
See you.
So yeah, that was my interview with Mikey Casey. What a fucking great guy he is. Um, Make sure to check out the links below, the Share a Wish Foundation, all those kind of things. It's absolutely great to see more people using superheroes as a way of doing charity work. It's absolutely fantastic that superheroes like Spider-Man and Batman, as Mikey's saying, he's going to be dressing up as soon, that they can still make kids that are in hospital smile. Like, without going too much into it, I was very sick when I was a kid, and I would have loved to have had Spider-Man visit me. Maybe not Mikey Casey, but definitely Spider-Man. And yeah, so that's been my pop culture interview for today. If you liked it, don't forget to share, subscribe, like, and comment, and do all those lovely things. And yeah, check those description links because they're really awesome. And donate if you can. If not, at least you know. See you later, guys. Bye.